Welcome back, guys, for the last episode. The audio is glitchy, as it should be, because that's how we are. We're 184% done with the game, or whatever. But yeah, let's freaking get into it, gamers. Real quick, though, before we get into the action, I'm going to switch around my guys with Boxcar. Change my chips. I think it would have been better if I went to the other simulation, but we're chilling. Derelicts, right? I love the Malaways. I think this is my favorite looking area. Definitely not my favorite area, though. I think the one that I had the most fun with was Bio Beta's area. Okay, let's... Take damage, I guess. Oh. So the tweak meter is something that I've not really messed around with. It's kind of funky, but it's super interesting. That's for sure. Hopefully we can make good use of it in this epic freaking final boss. If it'll load and work. I'm so nervous, guys. Alright. I'm like shaking, nervous. This is gonna be big epic time. I love the music. Alright, we're gonna take this clown down. He kind of reminds me of the voodoo heads, the proto-bionicle. Dude, look how much damage we're doing to this guy. We're already a fifth of the way through. Dude, chill out, brother. Good thing we have that med beacon. It is insane. Alright. I know this guy will spam Cosmic Sponge like a motherfucker. So let's keep him on the ropes. Let's see what we can do. Proto won't gotta go fast, because this guy, he will not show you any mercy. He is a you know what I mean? I was gonna say it, but we don't say that. What's up with Courage the Cowardly Dog, guys? Why is it so weird? I'm playing. So yeah, as I promised, I'll talk about animation in this because I've been watching so much dumb kids shit. You don't even know. Well, it's not all for kids. I watch some big boy stuff. See, look at this guy. I think it restores like 40% of their max health or something stupid. No, he's at full health. What the hell? The thing I guess I'm currently watching, but have not really gotten too far in, is Spawn. It's like the animated one from the 90s. I'm just not really vibing with it too much. I like Spawn's design. I think all the characters look really cool. Well, all the hell spawns and demons and stuff look really awesome. Besides Chapel, I feel like most of the human characters actually look pretty boring. Pretty humdrum, if you would. You can take a humdrum name like Nebuchadnezzar and turn it into something magical like this. Avacuronius. I love Jermaine. He's awesome. And Brett. He's great too. Alright. Anyway. It's dumb. Boom. Mic drop. That's what I'm saying about that. Next subject. I watched... Well, hold on. I can't name drop dumb shit. We'll start with Whack Fu, I guess. Well, I'll go back to Spawn real quick. I need that med beacon real fast. I just don't like how edgy it is, because I'm the edgiest edge master that ever edged. And yes, that was meant to be funny. But I don't like it when characters die randomly. It's kind of like, I don't like violence porn, you could say, is kind of how I would word it. And I mean that it's like people are dying just to die. It doesn't really serve a purpose. It's just to show that, oh, this bad guy sure is bad, which I don't personally enjoy. I think the strat with this guy is to hack his health down, like his max health, because he's just gonna be rezzing himself constantly. It's so stupid. This is gonna take forever, by the way. This boss, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's like I'm only like about halfway through season 2. It's really short. It's like 20 episodes or something. The whole series. I think it's 18 episodes or something. Yeah, it's 18. I'm about like almost halfway. But it's like I feel like Spawn, like his character isn't evolving at all. It's like he'll learn a lesson and then forget it. It's like a kid's cartoon, honestly. I honestly find a lot of kids' media almost more mature than adult media for that reason. He doesn't learn anything. Like I also watched Amphibia, and that show fucking rocked because Anne was always like learning stuff and internalizing it, and you could see it come back later and how it affected her. And it's like, I know I'm comparing Amphibia to Spawn, which is ridiculous, but I do feel like they're on opposite sides of the spectrum. It's like, I actually don't even know. They didn't even name him. I'm gonna look it up. I don't even know the guy's name. No, I can't spell anything. There we go. What's his name? The Violator, of course. I don't even think they've name dropped him at all. But Violator. I can't believe that's his fucking name. I like him. He's almost my favorite character. But he's always trying to get under Spawn's skin. He's a total degenerate. But he's really kind of a master manipulator. He's definitely the most interesting character, in my opinion. Which is surprising, because I thought the dumb demon clown would just be the most ridiculous, stereotypical guy, but he's weirdly, like, the most interesting. But he's always, like, trying to get Spawn to kill people. It's like, in the first couple episodes, Spawn was killing people left and right. And it was fucking awesome. I mean, sometimes he would kill innocent people, and that was dumb. But he was also, like, he just got resurrected from hell. So he's like freaking out. Then he mopes for a few episodes. He's just like, oh, Wanda. I love Keith David, so it's like, you know, I don't mind just hearing him whine and bitch, but it gets a little old after a while. And then shit hits the fan. Kind of. Well, there's one really cool arc with Billy Butcher, or whatever his name is, where Violator, like, he like butters him up and he's like, I love what you do, which I think is just some like weird elaborate lie, which is really interesting. Anyway, watch the show if you want to know more, I guess. But he like gets this guy, I don't even want to say what he does, but he gets this guy to kidnap Spawn's ex-wife's daughter, and he's gonna do terrible things to her and yada yada. Spawn comes in, kicks his ass. You know, there's complications. But then Violator's like, yes, do it, kill him. Use your anger. And then this is like the first motherfucker he doesn't kill. Alright, tweaking in this game is super useful, so I'm gonna be doing it a lot. I think I have it on when I get hit. It will fill tweak meter. It's like this weird hidden meter. It's weird. But then he doesn't kill this freaking guy. This like horrible guy, mass child murderer, right? He doesn't even kill him. Like, I don't care if it's like a personal thing. This guy should die. Like, I'm sorry. But then Violator comes in and he's like, you're stupid, and kills him. So that's cool. But then Chapel. And Chapel's like this horrible, like, vet guy that like loves burning people alive and shit, and he's like super messed up. And he was like trainees with the main guy, Al. And it's like he's actually the one, spoiler alert, who like he's the one who actually killed Spawn originally. And it's like he meets this guy again and he doesn't kill him. Like, dude, this guy is a danger to himself and others. Like, just get rid of him. I'm sorry. But I mean, he killed the cyborg dude. Like, I don't know, I liked it way better when he was defending the homeless dudes, like, super crazy, and like killing whoever stepped foot like in the homeless territory. Because I just thought that was kind of funny. Like, it was super cool when they sent this big cyborg guy, and you think it's gonna be this annoying, boring fight because this guy's boring and just it's like some X-Men B villain. And then it just cuts to his skull, the cyborg guy's skull, and it's like, it's awesome. I wish there was more of that. And it's like, it started in the episode before the like big climax of the season where Spawn is like just kind of negligent, where this cop is like being a dick, so he like ties him to a wall and then is like, real quick, I gotta like go to the bathroom or something. I don't even know. He just moves for like 5 seconds while he knows that there's this crazy terrorist who kidnapped a kid. Like, just stupid stuff like that. It's like the anti-hero kind of bullshit where he like will watch someone. It's kind of cool sometimes, but it's also really dumb when he's just like watching the bad guy and then the bad guy like kills a bunch of people. When it's like, this guy's motivation, like, he's like, the episode, I actually have stopped watching it because there's the episode where his ex-wife's like new husband is like trying to get dirt on the main villain. I mean, which is cool and all, but Spawn is thinking that this guy like had Spawn killed, which I mean isn't really, he takes it too far, I feel. But I was super confused on his motivation throughout the episode because I thought that he was like trying to protect him because he wants to protect Wanda's family. But then it's like he's watching his ex-wife's boyfriend like get the shit beat out of him. And then these bad terrorist people kill like a bunch of security guards that they gave like personalities to. Like, why are you gonna introduce this weird like self-insert fanfic writer character if you're just gonna kill them in like literally a minute? It's stupid. I hate it when shows do that. But that is the longest freaking attack. This guy is a workout. I don't know, it's just dumb. And then it's like the guy gets shot and he's like in a bunch of pain. And I'm just like, what is happening? And then Spawn comes in and he's like, why'd you have me killed? And I'm like, what? What is what is happening? And then Spawn, after like the whole episode, then Spawn fights the bad guys. And I think he kills them. And it's like, why are you killing these random goons if you won't kill all these like horrible mass murderers and stuff? It's just, in my opinion, fucking stupid shit. It does look great though. I love that art style. That was a funny change on me, but whatever. Art style's great. I think the story's pretty dumb. Also, Spawn can just like res people. He can just like heal people, which is super weird. His powers are not very well established in the animation. I think the comics are low-key worse about that. I could be wrong though. I think it's a pretty faithful adaptation. I think. I don't know. Maybe it'll get better later. Like I said, I think Violator's surprisingly the part I like the most. The villain is kind of boring. Well, the first villain. I'm curious to see. I don't think they adapted it, unfortunately, but it seems like Satan is like the actual antagonist, which is pretty metal, and that Spawn's gonna like fight a bunch of hell monsters and stuff, which sounds way cooler than this stupid. I'm a rich businessman and I have ties to the government. Wahaha. Yeah, that's been done, bruh. I know that it was a little less cliche back in the day, but I mean, it's still like, even back then, I think it was kind of derivative. I'm ripping it in your asshole. I don't know. Again, the character design is really awesome. Also, underneath the combo, you can see the tweak meter. I'm almost done. We're almost tweaking, boys. This boss fight, though. We're about halfway, though. I might need to hack the health more, but I'm almost at hack chips. Which really sucks. I don't know. This game is just about getting into a rhythm, though. What else? Yeah, Whack Fu, something I've been watching. I've not seen the 4th season because in America, the only way to watch it legally is to buy it for almost $30 on Steam, which is really weird, especially because in America, Netflix, I think, is it's like a Netflix original, the 3rd season. Whoa, excuse me. That was gross. I don't normally burp. That was... Whew, I had some weird coffee this morning. Whoa. So I found that mildly irritating. I don't know. It's like you have to pay almost $30 to buy a digital copy. Real quick though, I do want to buy 2 DVDs. I want to buy Invader Zim on DVD because you can't get it anywhere. You can't watch it anywhere without paying for something. And I want to get the original Full Metal Alchemist because people only have Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which is super freaking weird to me because besides the ending, I don't like it quite as much. I don't like the way it looks. I think the animation is, I guess it's about on par. What am I talking about? I mean, it's great, but the original is also great, and I feel like certain aspects, like the greed fight, if I remember correctly, is a lot cooler than the original. This bitch had to use Cosmic Sponge. It's a little less OP than I remember. I thought it filled him up to like full. Anyway, back to Whack Fu. The first 2 seasons I thought were fucking awesome. It was like one of my favorite shows. 3rd season, fucking stupid, alright? I was looking at... There's not a lot, because it's French, so there's not a lot of info about it in the West. It's really not that popular. And I gotta say, I think it's kind of because the 3rd season sucked so much. Because, I mean, it was like the 1st season came out in 2008, 2nd season 2011, 3rd season 2017, and the 4th season came out just this year, which is crazy. But everyone was saying the 3rd season's not as good. It's really not. Again, spoilers, but I mean, it's like the main character like falls in love with another one of the main characters, and it's like it just feels weird. I think they could have made it work, but for some reason, I didn't know this, but the Iliotropes don't age the same way, apparently, or something like that. So he still looks like he's like 11. And then he wants to bang this like 24-year-old princess, and it's just kind of gross and weird. It's icky. I don't like it. But it's like they made the cool brother Adamai, who was like one of my favorite characters. They made him a twist villain, and then he looks like Frieza now. But then he goes back to being good. And I hate all the stuff with the Iliotrope backstory where it's like Yugo was the one that like made the Iliotropes. Alright, let's see what we got. Cool. That was the tweak meter for you guys. I don't like when they do all that kind of time paradox stuff. There's like a parody episode of it in Red Dwarf. It's like or Rob or Ross, which I think is funny because they thought that Lister always thought that the box was saying they couldn't decide on his name. It was Rob or Ross, which I think is hilarious. But he really meant to say Ouroboros because it's like he was his own dad. I hate when they always do that kind of bullshit in stories. But Wakfu had to pull that bullshit. I hate the main villain of that season, of season 3. He looks stupid. I liked him better with the mask. He was super cool with the mask. Then he looks like some, like wife beater TikTok boy. I don't like looking at him. His hair is stupid. His little wings are stupid. Put the mask back on, dude. I'm a little disappointed because like Dame Echo or whatever her name is seemed like she would be really cool, and the whole like kind of weird, anti-hero organization shit. It could have been interesting. I liked how they weren't necessarily bad guys in some of the OVAs. They were kind of correct when they were like, oh, don't go Super Saiyan because you'll blow this up. And he goes Super Saiyan, he blows the thing up. I thought that was really interesting. But in the 3rd season, they're like solidly bad guys. They're kidnapping little kids. They're trying to blow up the world. And I think they went too far with it. And it was literally just fights. Besides the God fight, I thought it was meh. Everyone said the panty thief fight. And I was like, that sounds so stupid. It was stupid, okay? Sorry. If you like that fight, great, good on you. I thought it was super boring. I'm happy though that we got to see Rule's backstory. And like his weird hot Jew wife. I think that was awesome. I loved all that. Anyway though, first 2 seasons were super awesome. Everyone says skip the Gabol stuff. I say don't. Alright, that final, the few last seconds of Chris Crass and Yugo fighting over the ball is honestly one of the most hype moments in the whole show for me. And it's like, I hate tournament arcs as much as the next guy, but that ending, it was like the music was swelling, they were running up the walls. It was one of the coolest animated scenes in the show for me. Also, this douchebag's almost at full health. Oh my, this boss fight. I'm not commentating on it too much because I'm going in circles with this douchebag. It's ridiculous. There's so many creepy sounds today. Holy crap. Being in a big house by yourself is a little creepy. It just is now September, so it's the 8th. Holy shit. Anyway, it's getting a lot colder. I can really feel the Halloween spooky vibes. But Wakfu, cool. Season 2 was a little weird. I liked the weird Atlantean people. I hope they come back. I have a feeling they won't. But whatever. I feel like there's kind of too much stuff going on though. Because you had the main villain of the season, you had the dragon fight, you had all the shoo fights going on. It's like I wish that stuff was kind of in its own arcs a little bit more, because I wasn't a huge fan of all the shoo stuff, but I actually really liked that fight. What's his name? Rushu. The whole Rushu fight was cool. Kind of wish it was its own thing, and then they did the whole Kilby stuff separately. I think Kilby could have been way cooler. I really liked his design. He's actually the reason I didn't watch the show though, because the picture on Netflix was his face in like one of the weirdest shots imaginable, and I was like, this looks so stupid. This is the dumbest shit ever. It's an anime made by French people? That's stupid. But then I watched Rebel Taxi on it, and I was like, wow, this looks cool. And I watched it, and it was awesome. I think, yeah, Kilby could have been great, but he just freaking jerked his cock for 20 out of the 25 episodes or something, which is really boring in my opinion. I mean, figuratively, of course. And it was super obvious they used a twist villain. I don't think they were really trying to hide it. I thought it was super cool that he like killed Adamai, and then he like sent him to hell, and then the demons like resurrected him to use his dragon body, and it was like a really cool way to bring him back. I really liked all that. I don't know, he could have been really awesome. And the fight wasn't quite as cool as I thought. I liked the part where they're in the heliotrope dimension, and he was like fighting the entire race. I thought that was super cool. But I don't know, it was not as hype as I thought. Because, I mean, Nux was fucking awesome. Still one of my favorite villains of all time. His motive is so cool. He looks cool. All of his fights were incredible. Honestly, the first season, like, just watch that and you can drop the show if you want. It gets kind of crazy, in my opinion, after the first season. I was also in a bad mood because I was cleaning my bathroom, but I actually think the second Gabal arc was way worse than the first one. A lot of people say it's the other way around. I don't see it. The whole, maybe I don't get the reference, but the whole, what was Imporg shit was so fucking stupid to me. Why? We just had all this cool stuff with Chris Crass again. He has this hot goth girlfriend. This whole complicated backstory. And then they're like, okay, instead of focusing on that, we're going to focus on the stupid fucking flying bull man that's like obese. Like, what the fuck am I watching? Maybe, I honestly think that maybe I didn't get a reference or something. Alright. I don't know, yeah. Kilby's build-up was way too slow. They spent way too much time on that stupid pirate ship. I think the season could have been awesome if it was just paced a little differently. I really think they could have dropped a few of the I'll say it, filler episodes. Boom. I think the Gabal arc should have been 2 episodes. Because it's like, I know the first one was 3 episodes, but I feel like they made, like, each episode felt different, but I don't know. And it's been, the commentators, man, started getting on my nerves. That whole episode, or whole arc, really got on my nerves. They didn't break it up enough, and the game wasn't focused on enough. I don't know, it was a little annoying, but again, check out season 1. Really cool stuff. Check out some of the OVAs. Honestly, skip the stupid fucking the most important OVA in between season 2 and 3. I mean, I guess you can watch it if you want, but I just thought it was kind of annoying because it's like some Naruto shit where it's like, go to an ice place because this guy wants to marry the princess, and then it's like, JK, he's evil, so then they kill him, and then Adamai is like being weird for no reason, and then I know it's like, it's like a multimedia franchise, which is kind of frustrating. It's like, I know this guy actually had the most build-up out of everyone, but if you just watch the show, or whatever, the orc guy, I don't even remember his name, had like no, he just appeared. Progress, something like that. Because I mean, it's like they name drop him like a few times, but I don't, it's weird. It was annoying. Season 3 is so dumb. I can't get over how dumb it is. It took me, I think, as long to watch season 3, which is only like 13 episodes, as it did to watch season 1 and 2. Like, it was ridiculous. I will say, the weird thing is there's a 7-year gap, but season 3 and 4 is really one season, because season 3 ended on the dumbest cliffhanger ever, where they're like in heaven, and it just pans out, and they're just in heaven, and then it ends. But if season 3 is 13 episodes, and I believe season 4 is 13 episodes, it makes 26, which is the same length as the other 2 seasons, so it's like, seems a little weird. Wonder if they thought that maybe they were going to Netflix was going to release it sooner. I'm not sure contract, because I know one of the French broadcasters has distribution rights until like 2026, I think. But I don't know. It seems like something maybe fell through with Netflix. It wasn't as popular as Netflix wanted or something. Netflix didn't do the best job of marketing it though. And that English dub is awesome. I love it. I actually don't hate it as much as everyone else. It's ridiculous. Like, it's awesome. They mispronounce everything. The characters are screaming. It sounds crazy, but it led to me kind of enjoying it more because it was so unique. Because everyone had these weird accents. Because I think they were all British doing American accents, but in like a fantasy anime world, and it was just super weird. I don't know. Also, season 3 gets way more fetishy, which the show is already pretty sexual, but season 3 just gets weird. Like, I don't need to see this girl age up and her boobs develop and weird shit. Like, what are you guys doing? Let's see. I watched so much shit since I've been back from Japan. I watched like half of the first season of 2003 TMNT the whole time I was in Japan, and like The Dark Knight and Batman Begins. And 1 hour photo. That was like all I watched the entire time I was there. Since I've been back in America, I've been watching TV constantly. It's so bad. I just will have it on in the background when I'm doing anything. Cooking, eating, cleaning. I mean, not showering, but sleeping even. I don't know what it is. It's just part of America. TV. I learned about it in Chapter 3 of Deltarune in the year 3030 or something. I don't know. It'll be 1,000 years before it comes out. Right. Yeah, I watched Amphibia, which I really liked. All the characters are really cool. Season 1 I actually did not like very much. A lot of people really like Season 1 and dislike Season 3. I liked Season 3 for the most part. The Ohm stuff was a little dumb. Took a long time. I sound like the biggest retard ever right now, but I'm just sharing my feelings and stuff, okay? I'm not one of those weird guys that's like, yeah, I want to date Toph from Avatar: The Last Airbender. I don't even own an anime body pillow, okay? I'm not a total loser. Shout out to all the total losers out there. I think you guys get clowned on way too much. I'm gonna be completely honest. Channels that are just people reacting to stupid losers, I think they're the real stupid losers, personally. I hate reaction channels, especially when it's like picking on obviously like autistic gamer guys who have just social issues, and it's just like some annoying millennial guy who's like, oh, this guy's so freaking weird. Like, God, people like that really get under my skin. It's probably a fear of, it's like a projection thing, like maybe I feel like that, so I don't know, whatever. Don't make dumb reaction content, okay? Instead watch dumb Let's Plays. Way better, way more stimulating, just way more betterer in every way possible. Amphibia was great though. I don't have a lot to say on it. The ending was cool. I loved the ending. The denouement sort of thing they had going on was awesome. I think more shows should do that. Fights are cool. The season 2 finale was like insane, super awesome. I loved the core. Andreas was cool. I just think season 1 was kind of boring. It was too drawn out, and it was a little too kiddie for me. And it's a kids show. But I mean, even as a kid, I didn't like it when at the end of the episode they'd be like, well, I mean, Hot Pop is always like, well, Anne, I guess I didn't give you enough credit. Maybe I should listen to your feelings. And it's like, oh my gosh. They do a better job of delivering it later. I love Hot Pop. He's great. He's kind of my spirit animal. I feel like sometimes Anne and Hot Pop have a similar relationship to me and my dad in a way. You know, sometimes I'm right, sometimes he's right, but we're both saying stupid shit. Dwell on that. Let that simmer in. I'm very eloquent today. I also watched The Owl House. I watched so much shit. It's crazy. I thought The Owl House was okay. I definitely liked Amphibia better, which is not a popular thing. I'm really big on endings for stories. If a story has a great ending, not necessarily a super happy ending, but a good ending, tie-ups, you know, makes everything come together in the end and is satisfying, I'm gonna love the show. If it has kind of a weird ending, I'm gonna be kind of iffy on the show. And I mean, honestly, it was Disney's fault. They pulled the plug on the show way earlier than it needed to be. I don't know what the thought was there. Because literally in like interviews, a lot of the producers were like, well, I actually kind of regret doing that because the show got kind of popular. I don't think it was pulling in that many viewers though, because it was definitely more adult oriented. As a kid, I don't think I would have liked the show very much when King wasn't on screen. And it's like, from what I've heard, I mean, take it with a grain of salt, like, apparently more kids liked Amphibia compared to the Owl House. It was mostly an adult fan base for the Owl House. And I can see that. It definitely has more, I don't know, an adult vibe, I guess. That kind of sounds like, I don't mean like violent or pornographic, but mature, I guess. Luce's mouth, though, I cannot stand the way it's drawn. That was like low-key my least favorite part of the show. I don't know, I would have loved to see a finished season 3. Because like, you can just tell, I mean, they literally did a montage of like episode ideas that they wanted to do, and it's like, it would have been a great season. It probably would have been one of the best seasons, honestly, because they had so much built up and they did a good job of paying stuff off, at least with the second season, and building on things. And then it's like they didn't have time to do it. However, the Hex side, like the episode, season 3, episode 2, I fucking hate. It was so boring. I literally did the dishes while watching it because I would rather do the dishes than watch this. It was like a whole episode focused on the most boring characters. I mean, I appreciate the idea. If it was like in a full season, I think it would have been great to have a send-off for all these side characters, but I never really cared for the human characters, and that's why personally I liked Amphibia more, and a lot of people don't. Is the Owl House, why people like the Owl House more and why I like Amphibia more. Sorry, I kind of got mixed up there. But Amphibia has 3 human characters. That's like it. I mean, it's like they have Anne's parents and stuff. But, and RuPaul. Why the fuck is RuPaul on that show? It's literally voiced by RuPaul. Like, it's super weird. And the guy looks like RuPaul. It's awesome. I think it's actually really funny. A lot of people think it's annoying. I think it's really, really funny that RuPaul's on the show. But it's like, in Amphibia, it's just it's amphibians. It's only frogs and stuff. So I didn't like that in the Owl House on the Boiling Isles, where it was like you had all these cool demonic monsters, and then you had these like humans. that were like, I don't, their only difference was they had the magic sack or whatever, which was pretty funny. And then the stupid ears, like elf ears, that was it. I think it would have been, I don't know. I wish they were a little more different than your average human. And it was like the culture too. It was super modern and very like, it felt very Earth, if that makes sense. I didn't believe, it felt more like Harry Potter, where it was like a, you know, a secret world kind of in Earth, on like in regular human society, but in the Owl House it's like another dimension or whatever. So it's like I kind of think it's weird that they have all this human influence when they themselves are not human. And it's, yeah, I know Ida goes to Earth and stuff, and you could say this because Belos is from Earth, but whatever. Belos is really cool. I thought he was great. I actually thought, like, I thought he was a great villain. I wish he spent more time though, you know, like his masked form instead of being the goop monster, because to me the goop monster kind of felt like a little bit of a ripoff of the Lich King from Adventure Time. Like they looked super similar to me. It was like if Toffee from Star Versus and the Lich King had a love child in the Omega universe, and boom, you get this guy. I thought it was cool though that he was like, you know, a bigoted witch hunter guy. He ends up in a witch world. Pretty funny stuff. I really wish they touched more on the backstory. They're obviously going to have like a whole episode on that, and they had to cut it for time because they basically had that whole episode but within like 5 minutes, and it felt super weird and rushed. The fight with Hunter though was really cool at the end of season 3 episode 1. And it's like the Collector could have been really awesome. I liked him when he was a demonic shadow. I thought it was cool when he broke out and he killed Belos, who was the main bad guy, and he literally just flicked him and killed him. I thought it was really neat. And then season 3 is just like some little child. He's like dumber than a child. Like, I was not that gullible when I was a kid. Like, he's a dumb child. I just think it's weird. King is the best character. I love him. I love how he's important to the story. And, you know, Alex Hirsch voice. So that is always, you know, gets a hook out of me. Is there anything else? Oh yeah. I mean, fire off on me in the comments. I know people are gonna say I'm a horrible bigot for saying this. I really didn't like that the men and everyone else, like I'll say the non-girls in the story, alright? My verbiage is super weird, I know. I'm going to offend everyone, and anyone and everyone I'm going to offend with this statement, I guess. But it drove me crazy that the non-female magic users were called witches. That drove me crazy. They should have been sorcerers, because sorcerers are basically the same thing. Because, I mean, I believe a sorcerer has to have, like, a client to go through. I believe witches, I could be wrong, maybe I'm being stupid, but I thought a witch was a female person, I don't know, a girl, I guess I'll say. It's like using Satan as a proxy to get magic, I think is like what the definition is. It's like you're married to the devil, kind of. And it's like, especially with Belos, I feel like he would have been really big on that. I mean, maybe I'm talking out of my ass, I don't know. But a sorcerer is basically the same thing, where it's like, instead of it being the devil, it's like just a demonic being or something. It can be anything, I think. So I really wish that they were called sorcerers or something. It's stupid though in Harry Potter that they're witches and wizards. It sounds cool, I know, but wizards are a different thing, and witches are a totally different thing. I believe it's like technically a witch has to be evil, basically. I know that I'm offending someone, it's like so much, but yeah, it was like something that really bothered me. Honestly, just the human characters really bothered me. Besides Ida and Bellows and Luz, because Willow was super fucking boring. The other guy, Gus, was super fucking boring. Most of the time, he was a little bit better, I thought, than Willow. Amity was cool. I guess I liked Amity. And Hunter was cool. I liked Amity and Hunter. But what the fuck? Is someone trying to break in? What the fuck is going on? I think it's a mailman. Alright, and then our last stop on this talk is Star Versus. I watched Star Versus. I always wanted to watch it because all the weird millennial chicks at Barnes & Noble always told me to watch it. And oh my god, it was so bad. It was so bad. I'll say the first season was awesome. Second season, pretty good. Third season, personally, I started losing interest. The fourth season is honestly horrible. It is the worst racial commentary ever. I know I already talked about this on a different channel. I'm not going to name drop the channel. But if you want to make some cool, I think it's great to have a racial allegory. I've always loved stories about racial allegories. I actually thought Bellows being racist was done really interestingly in Owl House, where he was like killing all the witches and stuff left and right. He didn't care about them. But he was like super nice to Luz because she was human. I thought that was really interesting. And then he was totally like discriminating against all the witches. And the way he was doing it, I thought was done really well, where he almost acted like a good guy with Luz, however you say it. Which I thought was really, it was well done. Especially because it was like he or she helped him find the collector originally. That was all really interesting. Anyway. Yeah, if you're doing like a like a racial commentary, don't make the minority race you're trying to defend fucking evil. It ruins everything. Like, low-key, I would be racist too if the race in question was eating me. Like it's the monsters, man. Like, I mean, you can say, yeah, they look scary. And I think if someone looks scary, you don't have to judge them that way. But they also act scary. Like, they eat humans. It is said that Eclipse's husband was eating people. And it's like, oh, well, he's turned around. I don't care. He ate a bunch of people. Like, it's crazy. Okay, that is fucking crazy. I don't know, maybe I'm a bigot or something, but like the bad thing about modern racism is that, people aren't going around eating each other. Like, and it's not like a biological thing either. Like, you could say, I don't know, you could make cultural arguments in real life, I guess, for certain people or something, whatever. I don't really care. But I mean, in Star, it's like a biological thing that they want to like eat flesh, and they're hyper aggressive and just like feral, and it's like, what the fuck? And they have the whole episode where it's like they have the monster expert lady, and she's treating them like animals. It's like, yeah, I know they're not animals. They have houses and stuff, but I mean, they're still using slave labor and eating people and stealing from like other poor people. Like, it's just like, what is going on? It's the worst racial allegory ever. And Mia, they should have killed her. Why didn't they? It makes like Star is totally a racist. She kills Toffee because he wanted to do the thing she ended up doing in the end. She horribly disintegrates him. She kills him twice. She kills him twice. She blows him up, and then he grows back because he's an awesome fucking lizard man. Then she disintegrates him again, and it's stupid. But then it's like the super racist chick who's annoying, and I don't like her. You're gonna let her go free, and then it ends on a fart joke with this lady. She tells a fart joke and then walks away. I really wish they just killed her. Also, we beat the boss. We beat his ass. Alright, you can say skadoosh, because we just beat him. Skadoosh. I am placing blocks and shit, cause I'm in fucking Minecraft. Oh my god, is that fucking pig? Cause I am fucking Steve. I am fucking Steve. Fuck. Oh my god, that was the worst sound ever. Minecraft movie looks horrible. Alright, I'm saying that. Okay, what is happening? In the not too distant future. I actually have seen part of the ending. I'll keep it real. 7 years later, okay. Okay. That boss fight was crazy. I'll talk about Star after this part, during the credits. Yeah, you're right, because no one will watch these videos. It's like me making these videos, man. I totally feel this. Excuse me. I mean, we only had like, what, 10 days of power left? Coffee, you could have just gone outside and grabbed a freaking battery every day. Oh, I know that exists. No one else does, though. My boy. I did exist, yes. I'm making an imprint on your mom. Bro looks like the core. I have Amphibia on the brain. Cool. Bros, FNAF Freddy. Freddy 5 Bear. Cool. Have meaning. I'm epic. So, I mean, all this, I think it's actually neat what he's saying, but it does have a political undertone. And there was, I think, a line of text or something cut from this that was, like, super political. That was, like, obviously political. And it's like, I kind of prefer this part. Wow, that person disintegrated. Holy shit. Because, I mean, this is cool. I like this. I don't know, Scott. Look at your bank account. That would be successful, I think. I don't know. What is success, though? I think it's happiness, personally. That's something a poor person would say. Okay, this is the furthest I've seen. I'm going to be honest. Because I saw this and I was like, shit! I saw everything. So I guess this is the credits. Coffee died. Okay, we have power. The battery, let's go. I think that's the same sprite. This is upbeat, very 2010s. And look at that, kids. What does this mean? Oh, it means it's I don't remember his name because I've not played this game in like 2 months, but it's the other guy's simulation, I think, is what it's supposed to be. Look at that, creepy little children. It's cute though. The music I like. Sleep mode. Oh, look at that. Bro, I think some of these guys are more than asleep. They're in pieces, man. You're gonna need William Afton to push you back together. Look at that, guys. A spider! Bro, looks like a Disturbed album cover. Look at that. There's still hope for the future. Dude, it's Circus Baby and Balloon Boy. I bet these look like Scott Cawthon's kids. Isn't that sweet? Cool beans. I'm not crying, you're crying. I'm a macho man. Macho men don't cry or have feelings. Oh yeah, I forgot the music is awesome. I've heard this before. Best song in the whole game right here. I don't know. Anyway, awesome game. I'm not going to talk about that game though. Because I mean, I've been talking about this game. It's cool. Check it out. I think it's free, right? It's free. But who's Abby? Who are these people? I wonder if these are never mind. Oh, Ian, that's my name. What if I'm Scott Cawthon's son and you guys don't know? But first 2 seasons of Starverse is pretty cool. I wish it ended with the battle for Muni. I know that's a super pedestrian opinion, but I agree with it. It should have ended right there with Toffee. Or they should have had Toffee be the main villain. I didn't like Meteora very much. I really hated Mina. I thought she was annoying even in season 2. And she was a bad villain because they showed Meteora killing her. So she wasn't even that strong. It was dumb circumstance that made her powerful. Like, it's just dumb writing, basically, that made her a threat. And the whole destroying magic thing, I think, is the dumbest shit ever. You could have made it work, I guess, but what's the lesson here? Like, destroy all magic and happiness in the universe? Kill millions? Like, what? And of course, the universes merging was stupid. Probably one of the worst endings to a competent piece of like media I've ever seen. I've seen some dumb endings in my day, but it's always stuff that's like no one gives a shit about. You know what I mean? I'm out of time here, really, but I don't know. I could talk about Starverses for like hours, man. That show was a whirlwind. Loves the art style though. Something about it made me keep coming back though. That show. I don't know what it was. I didn't care about the ships though. I gotta say, I'm not a ship kind of guy. I have no feelings. I'm a robot. Yeah, Murder Drones ended. That's the thing that happened. I was so confused about what the hell was happening, but I loved it. I'm definitely the target audience. 10 hours. Holy crap. Time flies, right? 184% complete. I don't know what that is, what that means. I feel like I've seen like 400% complete in this game, but I had like a lot of the stuff. Maybe it's 200% or something. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I don't think I'm going to do another Let's Play. Maybe I'll play a few games here and there, but these videos are really not doing justice for my channel. They're making the views plummet, if anything. We'll see. You know, I like making videos. I still make a shit ton of videos that are private, just because like archival content. I like archiving stuff. But maybe I'll upload more public videos. We'll see. Oh, the music! I'm dancing, dancing. Thanks for watching, though, guys. I hope you enjoyed the better audio quality. It's still not great, but it's better than the. Is this one of those games where you gotta reset it? Is this just gonna go forever? Let me know what you guys think of abortion rights down below.